Look closely at your phone. Right now, hidden in plain sight, there is a glowing red dot deliberately attempting to manipulate your nervous system through an urgency-based push notification. When that loyalty app warns you that your points expire in 24 hours, it triggers a sudden engineered spike in your cortisol. Cortisol is the body's primary stress hormone, responsible for activating your fight or flight response. This induced biological stress leads to irrational consumer behavior. You drop what you are doing, drive out of your way, and spend $8 real on a stale turkey sandwich, all to protect a $3 coffee reward. Many consumers believe they are gaming the system to extract free value. The reality is the opposite. You are not the player, my friend. You are the board. Modern loyalty programs are invisible, predatory architectures. They are engineered to drain your wallet completely dry, effortlessly, and with your full consent. To understand the crime, we have to investigate the mastermind. Consider the largest coffee chain on the planet. They project the public image of a humble neighborhood shop selling roasted beans and warm pastries. This corporation is an unregulated tech bank. Between their mobile app and plastic gift cards, they've built a financial ecosystem that mimics a massive credit institution. This heat map visualization tracks the simultaneous accumulation of digital cash deposits across thousands of their global store nodes. Customers have currently parked over $1.6 billion in their app ecosystem. That is staggering cash liquidity. Cash liquidity refers to financial assets that can be easily converted into cash or used immediately to settle debts. This coffee company manages more cash than many regional financial institutions. We are looking at a business model that functions as a shadow bank. If you put your money into a standard, regulated financial institution, traditional banking mechanics apply. They hold your cash, and they pay you a percentage yield, usually around 4 or 5%, for the privilege of using your money. The coffee bank operates on entirely different financial terms. They take your $1.6 billion, invest it, and earn the interest themselves. They pay the consumer a 0% interest rate. They absorb high-value, real-world currency. In exchange, they hand you a worthless digital drawing of a yellow star. Millions of adults agree to this trade because the corporation relies on specific principles of behavioral psychology to secure these zero-interest loans. This corporation has successfully engineered a legal mechanism to extract billions of dollars in interest-free capital directly from the public. This strategy begins with the endowment effect. The endowment effect is a cognitive bias where people assign more value to things simply because they own them. The second you download their app, they give you 50 free stars, instantly creating a false sense of ownership in your mind. But this introduces a structural risk. If they distribute points unchecked, their digital currency experiences hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is a rapid, out-of-control decrease in the purchasing power of a currency. If that happens, the system collapses. To prevent this, corporate economists designed the economic solution shown in this schematic, a system of faucets and sinks. The faucet drips points into your account slowly with every purchase. To protect profit margins, they must open the sink. The sink is an engineered expiration date, deployed to destroy your accrued points and funnel pure value back to the corporation. Expiration dates are not technical limitations of an app, they are deflationary tools. Deflationary tools are structural mechanisms designed to reduce the overall supply of a currency to maintain its value and keep the fabricated economy profitable. This leads to phase 3, loss aversion. Loss aversion is an economic principle proving that the psychological pain of losing an asset feels twice as intense as the joy of gaining it. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman proved that humans prioritize avoiding loss over achieving equivalent gains. The expiration push notification triggers a survival-based reaction. As the amygdala activates, it bypasses the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for logical reasoning, making a missed digital discount feel like a literal theft. Panic behavior takes over. You rush to the store and spend hard-earned currency on refined carbohydrates you never wanted, just to protect a fabricated digital token. In this transaction, the consumer successfully saves a fake digital asset, while the corporation successfully extracts real, liquid cash from the consumer's bank account. A coffee shop is just the beginning. This exact psychological extraction architecture is even more ruthless and expansive in the airline industry. You probably thought the coffee monopoly was the ceiling. If you want to see the true masterpiece of financial hacking, you need to look up the airlines. Modern airlines operate as credit card banks that happen to fly a few airplanes on the side as a marketing stunt. This chart shows how these companies actually survive. That tiny sliver is the revenue from flying people around. The massive chunk is the billions they earn by selling miles to banks. They print these miles out of thin air at zero cost and sell them in bulk to Wall Street giants like Chase and Amex. The core business of travel giants today is the creation and unchecked distribution of an entirely invented digital currency. These companies have built a digital token with a valuation so reliable that banks treat it with more confidence than the US dollar. To mine Bitcoin, you need warehouses of supercomputers consuming the electricity of a small city. To mine miles, you are the hardware. You perform the labor and generate the value for them completely free of charge. Loyalty programs function as a system of uncompensated digital labor, extracted directly from your daily spending habits. To stop the bleeding, you have to audit your psychological wallet. These corporate systems rely on your inability to accurately price your own time. The next time an app sends a flashing red alert saying your 500 points expire today, ignore the product. Translate the value of that reward into hours of your actual salary. Reward value divided by hourly wage equals your true cost. If you make $20 an hour and the app demands you buy a $4 pastry to save your points, you are sacrificing 12 minutes of your life for a processed carbohydrate. When you anchor digital points to your finite lifespan, the artificial panic of an expiring balance evaporates. Calculating the time cost changes how you process every advertisement. Standard store price tags and logos reveal their actual weight in human hours. That sandwich costs 45 minutes of your life. That mug costs 2 hours. This data acts as a filter, stopping marketing triggers from dictating your impulse to buy. You need a defensive protocol. These 3 rules ensure you never work as an unpaid data miner for these corporations again. Rule number 1: never preload cash into a corporate application. Depositing money up front grants a billion-dollar entity instant 0% liquidity. Liquidity is the measure of how quickly you can access your cash to spend it elsewhere. You freeze your money in their ecosystem, while inflation eats its value. Rule number 2: treat points strictly as an accidental discount. Altering your natural buying behavior by even a fraction to reach the next loyalty tier means the system has successfully manipulated your actions. Rule number 3: the 5-minute law. If claiming a free reward requires you to deviate from your route by more than 5 minutes, the opportunity cost is fatal. Actively pursuing rewards through extra time or travel mathematically destroys the value of the prize. The next time you are at the register and a worker asks if you'd like to join their loyalty program, understand that this interaction is an attempt to fold your daily spending into a data tracking infrastructure. What is the most useless thing you've ever bought just to save points that were about to expire? Leave your confession in the comments. We are going to audit your case and break down the math. Apply the manual to your next purchase and watch how the numbers change your decisions. See you in the next level.